entirely what we talked about when we came back here.
We still
Then he
didn't.
made the gamer play. That's all I remember.
Yeah, so I am recording now. Yeah, who would like to do a recap of what happened last time? If you remember, it's been a while. It's been like a month.
I don't need to do it. You know, I'm probably the one who remembers.
Yeah.
Probably the only one who remembers, DG.
Well, then, okay. Last time, we were in the middle of a nasty combat, and Finny was being controlled to give up the book. He gave it up over their heads, so they were denied getting the book, and we swiftly took them out. All the cultists are dead, even though Hex's parents got away. And afterwards, we grouped up, did some recovery, and Finny and Pent decided that it'd probably be a good idea to just let them know that we're defecting. The police here,
Right.
specifically Artorias,
Yeah.
to request their protection in our endeavors.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So, yeah, after the confrontation at the police station in which a bunch of cultists tried to invade, you successfully managed to fight them off, although a couple of the cultists did manage to escape, namely Hex's parents, and they have fucked off to who knows where. But you managed to save Montana from being abducted. You've also managed to prevent the book from being stolen, but now you have the aftermath to deal with, and you guys figured it'd be easier to get things done if you revealed to Artori your identity and intentions. So that's where you guys are right now. And you've also discovered that another former Suits agent may be coming to assist you. An agent by the name of Ichiro Muramasa, the wielder of the first Demon Blade and the former Ace of Spades. So he will likely show up at some point, you don't know when, but Artori has enlisted his aid and will be coming to assist you.
Yay!
So you have some time to kill until then. Alright, so I will go ahead and unpause. You guys all have your magic items. Yeah. What would you guys like to
We're
do? Where would you like to
free.
go? Grave is still not at the station. He's still outside.
Yeah.
But he has overheard this entire conversation, more than likely. You know, the comm channels are open.
Well, also
So-
just phone.
Yeah, and a phone. So, Artori has dismissed you for the afternoon. It is 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Also, Alex, you got a lot of orbs on you.
Yeah, there's so many orbs. It looks very cool, but
Oh, good lord.
Gonna go turn into
I see.
supersonic.
Don't invest in Aeon stones. They do that.
I
I do.
see. Well, the problem is I need to invest in them to gain the effects. Such as, the resistance to persistent damage, because that's much as the resistance to persistent damage.
I mean,
Can
it's as long
Can you
as it's
turn
not.
off that specific animation?
You want me
I-
to turn off the
I-
animation? Hang on. I'll try it. I'll.
Can
You
we
look
turn
like
off
the
figure it out.
Warframe
animations on our
map.
sides?
Yeah.
Yo, Warframe? Hog?
Alright.
Can we turn off the
Might be
animation
better.
on our side? Question mark?
I think I can turn off the animation. I'd have to do it specifically, but otherwise, I'm gonna do that right now. Figure that out. You guys just continue.
Also,
I'm gonna
also-
walk up
al-
to the window here. If Artoria is still there, Grave is just standing behind her in the window.
I think we're on the second story of a building.
No, there's
Oh,
another
no.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
You're on the ground
Yeah,
floor.
okay. Okay, we're on the ground floor.
I give a little wave.
Wait. Grave was just hitting those shots from an upper floor. Bro's just built better. Holy shit.
He really is.
Yeah. I
Bro's
actually
walk-
did.
Smart pistol rifle edition.
I
Bro
actually
really walked in
did.
for that one fight.
Yeah, I actually did kind of calculate everything for Grave, being able to shoot through the walls. Remember, I actually kind of said, okay, this is the DC that you need to hit for the walls is how much HP you have. Okay, wall destroyed, your bullets go through. So,
Okay, we also then swiftly disregarded that because most walls are made of paper compared to a anti-material rifle.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, Gray was hitting shit from like 100 plus yards away. Outside of, I think within his first range increment, because his range increment's really huge. So, yeah, Grave's just built different.
Or what
Get a
did
little
Titanfall
wave, like,
got a smart pistol? Or it's got a smart pistol from Titanfall but turned it into a rifle?
Whenever I target an enemy, it's like XCOM, except that it says 100%.
Okay, no, I don't know about that one. Alright, we are hit out.
Yep. I assumed we would have like gone back to base to like get most of these items that we've already gotten anyways, so.
Yes, and pray that our defection hasn't been discovered yet, because, oh lord, we're fucking dead if we go back to base and they know.
Yeah, we are really dead if we do.
I certainly hope not. We just fought and we just like kind of defected officially, so.
Well, we technically we haven't we have revealed our intentions to defect.
True.
And properly pull away. We haven't actually followed through yet.
Yeah.
Yet again, we can just kind of say, "Oh, we're gonna double cross them." It's
Following through would
a
mean
risky
meeting
play.
the Ace of Spades,
We're
which is
we're
a big thing.
yeah.
It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum.
Indeed.
Yeah, so what would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go for right now?
I
if
would
anything.
say base, but I don't know.
We'd have to go shopping.
We do in fact have to go shopping.
Oh yeah, to kind of kind of justify you getting your items and stuff. All right. Where would you like to go shopping for your items? Would you like to go to Del Mar's?
Let's go Del Mars. Yes.
I was
Oh
about
my
to say.
god.
Okay. Get to see
I have to talk to my
Robo
girlfriend.
Yeah, the Robo girlfriend again.
Heck yes.
Alright. Let's go to Del Mar Antiques. So hang on, let me go ahead and pull
Wait
up
a
the map.
minute. I know this song.
Yeah, I swiped
Where?
a lot of music from Genshin because hey, Natlan.
Okay.
Fair. Aware.
Also, ironically, speaking of going supersonic, saw Sonic 3 on Christmas. Excellent
Oh,
movie.
nice. Yeah. Sonic 3 is a great movie.
It is an excellent movie. It is everything that I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
For a game that is speedrunning the story of Sonic Adventure 2.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, Curse of bad video game movies finally lifted.
Right?
It's getting there. It's certainly
But
It's the
surely.
best movie out of the three, which is like
oh yeah,
kind of
easily.
crazy that
Which-
they've been getting just better.
Yeah, no, it is a film series that is unironically only improved over its lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's
Also-
like, yes, that technically means the first is the weakest, but it isn't weakest by it's bad. It's weakest that the next two just improved so much.
Yeah.
Also,
And anyone who says
yesterday,
otherwise is just wrong.
did you hear yesterday more movies got announced?
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God.
Apparently, there's a Helldivers movie. There's a Helldivers movie apparently in production.
The SCU.
And also a Ghost of Tsushima anime.
Yes, I caught that when it was announced that the same studio that did the Visions, that the dual episode of Star Wars Visions, would be making the anime.
Oh, that's gonna be
Not that
good.
the M's. Yeah, yeah, no. I have heard nothing but how good Star Wars all the studios that worked on it are.
Hmm.
Or did. So, I have high hopes for it going to be very good. Meanwhile, Helldivers movie is either going to be fucking incredible or an absolute shit show, and honestly, either would make sense.
If they make it a comedy like Starship Troopers, like, yeah, no,
It's-
that might just be perfect.
It's either going to be Spider-Verse, and I don't think it will, or it's, I don't know, it's gonna be, I don't know, Venom,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or Kraven the Hunter, whichever of those two fucking utterly bombed.
It was Craven.
Yeah, okay.
Alternatively, you could have just said Morbius.
Ridiculous. My bad, I forgot. Because it was so
Never
irrelevant.
forget.
Never forget that we got. Never forget that we gaslit a major, like, multi-billion-dollar studio into returning a movie.
That is hilarious. Anyway,
Yes.
you guys, after speaking with Artoria and discussing important matters regarding the book, your eventual defection, and the arrival of the Ace of Spades, you guys decide to depart the station and head back to a very, very familiar location. The antique shop operated by Mr. Delmar and his assistant, Jenny. And it's still mid-afternoon by the time you guys get there. Dusty streets are relatively quiet and empty. And the sun remains a little low in the sky, but you arrive there without incident. The shop is open, and Grave, as you approach the doorway, you see Jenny standing at the counter, and actually, Mr. Delmar is also present. You haven't seen him in a couple of days. They seem to be discussing something.
Let's hope they're not discussing the financial burden we put on them.
Probably not. He's a black market dealer. They're always rich, right?
Right,
Early.
right. I forgot that's what Delmar looked like, I'll be honest.
Yes, very menacing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I believe we're also here because Ocho needs something back as well, huh?
Yes, I do.
One second.
I need the pin. Or a lapel? What is it?
You left your little sentient pin behind.
Yeah. Clue.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
We go
is
in.
there anything different as we enter?
Things look largely the same. It's an antique shop. It's, by its very nature, relatively messy.
Yeah.
However, you do notice that they seem to have been moving a lot of things around. So, it's not the same as when you were last in. They've moved up some of their older stock out of storage, it would seem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Presumably to make room for all of the ammo that you sold them. So there's a lot more on the shop floor than there was previously.
Yeah. Speaking of ammo, we still have ammo back at the base, right? Because we
I have
kept some for refills.
I have some in my bag of holding. We're fine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think we more or less have most of what we have in the bag of holding,
Okay. Cool.
or in a
cool,
bag
cool.
of holding.
All right.
Also, we should definitely buy some potions as
Yes.
well.
Yes, we should.
I have attempted to disable the Eon Stone animation, and I can still see a bunch of them hovering around Pent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everyone refresh? Question mark.
Yeah. Let's see if that fixes it.
Ooh, we can buy moderate health healing potions. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, that definitely fixed it. I don't see the stones anymore.
I think it's just me. I'm not gonna bother reloading because it's fine for me right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, the animation should be disabled right now, so you're fine.
So, yeah.
Anyway, you may
Ooh.
continue.
Walk in.
Nope, they're back coming. God damn it.
Oh.
well.
Yeah. I don't. What do they do as we walk in? Because I don't think we're making like trying to sneak in or anything. So.
So as you guys walk in, Delmar is the first to notice you and greet you, and he flashes a wide, fang-toothed grin in your direction. Ah, well, if it isn't my favorite customer, as it seems like it's been a while since I've last seen you. How are things going?
Considering where we left you, we've been busy.
Yeah, real busy.
Yeah, I'm sure you have been. Speaking of business, I regret to inform you that the auction doesn't seem to be happening. Some weird stuff has gone on, and rumor has it that this artifact has gone missing. And he squints in the group's direction. Why do I have the feeling that your involvement might have something to do with this situation? He doesn't seem upset at all, he just seems vaguely amused by the circumstances.
Oh, well, I suppose we'll just have to wait until it reappears then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sure.
spoilers.
Okay, but we actually don't want to tell him because he could blab on us to our bosses, and then we're in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Delmar simply nods, doesn't really question it too much. Before he can say anything else, Jenny smiles and plucks something from a box behind the counter. Oh, by the way, I think you forgot something here. She points to you, Ocho, and slides a very familiar pin across the counter to you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he seemed really grumpy when you left. He wouldn't stop yapping about being left behind. You might want to talk to him a little bit, you know?
Uh-oh.
And on the counter...
Yeah, maybe. But it was collateral. It's fine. I go and like grab the pin and like slowly slide it back into my pocket.
Yeah, it is not currently invested, so, you know, you can't hear him. But even as you're picking it up, the glass beneath the pin was vibrating and clacking a little bit.
No.
So, whatever seems to be going on, you're pretty sure that you're in for an earful whenever you invest Clue again. Yeah, he didn't seem all that happy, so, I hope you don't mind getting an earful. He certainly talked my ear off, once I figured out what he was.
I'm not looking forward to this. I like just start walking away.
As you walk away, she simply smiles and waves at you. Alright, have fun! Just smiles
Thanks.
brightly.
Oops. Start looking at like just all the other stuff.
At this point, Finny would be picking out stuff to buy.
While the rest of you are wandering around going through stuff, Jenny perks up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We've brought some new old stock out. We had to make room for all of the merchandise that you guys delivered to us last time. So, feel free to have a look around, pick out anything you like, and we'll sort out the details later. But I'm sure you'll find something. There's a lot of magic items that we had to take out of storage, so have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this would be the point where you would be technically purchasing all of your magic items, but we did that before session because, yeah, I like
Well.
sorting those things out.
Like Alex pointed out, we should probably get some potions as well.
Yeah.
What's the higher level potions we can get?
I know what I'm getting.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You can get potions and elixirs, by the way.
Yeah, so the difference between health potions and elixirs of life, they do similar things, but they are very, very different. One is explicitly magical, the other one is not. It is alchemical. And that distinction is kind of important. Technically, elixirs of life are a little bit better because they give you a little bit of resistance to something in addition to restoring HP. But the main distinction between them and why one is explicitly magical and the other one isn't is because there are certain backgrounds, dedications, and class subclasses, particularly the Superstition Barbarian, where they do not like magic at all, and it is their anathema to partake in anything magical or receive any benefits from magical stuff, so spells, items, and things like that. So, there's usually a separation of items that are magical and ones that are not, so like healing items. So elixirs of life are non-magical healing, and health potions are magical. It's also really important for things like life oracles because they do not benefit as well from magical healing. So that's why that distinction is very, very important. It doesn't really matter so much for you guys, so you can pick up either. So yeah,
Okay.
you can go either health potions or elixirs of life, and it won't really matter too much.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm getting some special elixirs.
Oh yeah?
what was the level of healing potion? Was it moderate that we could get?
Yeah,
We
moderate.
can get moderates.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I will grab a few of these.
3d8 plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's significant.
Also, I'm getting elixir out to be familiar with them.
Oh yeah?
I put it in
Which one?
chat.
Oh, not that fucking thing.
Yes.
Okay, prepare to have a critical heal that determines if you stay up or go down and get concealmented.
Oh, the mist form?
Luckily, I'm the healer. I'm fine.
Okay, problem. If you are, oh, I don't know, about to go down and it is not going to be your turn before you get down, then you have to gamble with a 25% chance you just don't get healed. And you know what that is? Not good.
I'm a gambler.
I know! Kind of annoying. Just disregard that I'm also gambling. Though also not nearly as much in 2E because 2E just doesn't like you gambling. It is very gambling adverse. Sorry, practically to say.
But yes, in terms of just being a backliner, this post is really good.
That's fine. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get 2 of them. Huh?
Oh my god, there's gear binder oil. That's horrible for me.
Back.
And now I chill with my little bloopy.
Bloop, bloop, bloopy, bloops happily. Yeah, I'm just kind of vibing.
Oh my god, elixir of gender transformation.
Yes, you can get that.
Gray Veta.
Yeah, like that's actually kind of really neat about Pathfinder. There actually is a gender affirming elixir, so you can actually just swap genders if you like.
Oh, okay. Fine. You can get here. Not up here
There
very often.
is an elixir that's useful if you need to GTFO very quickly. Because it gives you the fleeing condition and your movement speed like triples or something.
Expeditious retreat.
I think it's the elixir of expeditious retreat. Yeah, a potion of expeditious retreat. Yeah. You become fleeing
Or
for
actually,
1 minute.
it's called a potion emergency.
Oh,
escape
emergency
as well.
escape? Yeah. So, potion of emergency escape. So you become fleeing for 1 minute, and you get a 40-foot status bonus to all your speeds for as long as you're fleeing. So that's really good if you need to get out of somewhere very quickly.
I mean, if you want to leave your team behind, sure.
I mean, ideally, you'd all be using one, or somebody is scouting a place and needs to retreat very fast.
Yes, I see.
Oh,
I mean,
the
hey,
max
if we ever-
level was 6, right?
Yeah.
I might get something sanguinating ammunition.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Bleed damage is very good.
Yeah, honestly, it might be actually funny for us to all get posted as an emergency escape, just so if we're caught in like HQ, we just book it. And they can't catch up to us.
Yes, I'm also getting my ever beloved funny sword. Or shield, not sword. Belguard.
Spell guards.
Uh,
I'm mostly done.
Bloopy is vibing with you. Stares at you.
Bloop.
Bloop. Squints.
I have done nothing wrong today.
Stares. You see Bloopy tilt at a weird angle. You see the eyes kind of go slanted a little bit, slanting to one side. Almost mimicking a head tilt. Stares at you. Bloop, bloop.
May today be my lucky day. Where I won't get you on my face.
Who's got the cash? I just realized, like, who's got the gold?
I do.
Ocho
Okay.
does.
Yeah.
If you can
Money
remove from my, like, remove 150 from mine, because I'm putting ammo. Because I looked at my goal, I was like 0. I was like, shit.
Total
It's
is
fine.
in my notebook. Give me 1 second. I need to grab my backpack to grab it. But like we have insane amount of money.
Yeah, we have basically unlimited, so this isn't. It's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember remember exactly how you got all that money. Oh, and I remember you got it from selling the
Damn.
stolen
Yeah.
ammo.
We stole all the money here in the place we're currently at.
Yeah.
We're giving some their money back. It's fine. It's a mutually beneficial exchange.
So while you guys are shopping, Delmar just quietly watches all of you, whatever you're looking at, whatever you're doing. And eventually he pipes up. You know, I don't know if you've been keeping an eye or an ear to the ground lately, but it seems a few of the other gangs in the area have been agitated by something. There's two gangs that are at each other's throats, and then there's these weirdos in robes running amok and terrorizing the population. Oh, it's crazy out there, I tell ya.
Oh, we witnessed some of it, alright.
Delmar nods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those crazy
crazy,
weirdos
right?
suck.
You heard how they attacked a police station in broad daylight?
Did they now? I haven't heard any news about that. When did that happen?
Literally this morning.
Huh. I'm
It'll
surprised that there hasn't
definitely
been
be on the
any...
news pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard any news about it at all. Maybe he'll be covering that for the evening news.
No,
You will.
like certainly seems like things are heating up rather quickly.
Delmar nods again. Yeah, a little too hot for my taste, so I'm kinda glad I'm not super involved in all of it. Seems like quite the headache.
By the way, are you still playing that trip to Sheridan?
Delmar stops to think about it for a minute. All in good time, my friend. But I think I'm gonna wait until things settle down around here first before I go taking any business trips elsewhere. Because I got the shop to think about for right now. Can't leave poor little Jenny here by herself for too long with all of this commotion going on.
Ah,
Jenny.
very
seems
caring boss.
Jenny seems to take offense a little at that and she pouts. Hey, I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself and the shop. You don't have to worry about me too much. And Delmar kinda starts fretting over her almost like a doting father. But Jenny, come on! I don't like the idea of you running the shop by yourself with all of these scumbags running around. And glances over his shoulder at your party. Present company excluded.
Well,
I
no
roll.
offense taken. Also, just to let you guys know, yeah, we have 87,000 plus GP. Like whatever we
Yeah,
buy
so-
is not gonna make a dent.
Yep.
No, sir.
To put things in perspective, I think the amount of gold that you're supposed to have at this point, is a lot less.
We're
hang on. Well, hang on. Let me see what-
Just up at the counter with my little coin purse, taking out money, paying for the party stuff.
Okay. So per character, the amount of GP you're really supposed to have is 1,350 GP is what you're kind of supposed to have in terms
Yeah.
of total value. Total value, by
Wow.
the way, of all of the items that you have: magic, money, permanent stuff, etc. You guys have
And has more than
80,000.
that on him alone.
Yeah. Well, in terms of 80,000, you're usually not having that amount of wealth until like level 15 or 16.
Yep. Bo likes to throw money at her parties, and that's going to be her downfall in the long run.
Well, here's the thing. So for some parties, it makes sense. I have a tendency to front load a lot of wealth on a party early
That's
on
fair.
because more often than not, a lot of the campaign stories involves getting stuck somewhere where you're not going to be able to access stuff or buy things. So I either front load a lot of cash where you can just buy things up to a couple of levels higher, or I just have you find things in the middle of the campaign. But I don't do that nearly as often because,
Right.
well, when you're in a setting with an adventure economy, you can just buy shit.
Amazon
But
order.
for you guys specifically, having that much money makes sense because you were trying to buy a really, really powerful artifact, but then that ended up not happening. You just stole it. So now you have
mean-
a lot of money.
We can use all this money for bribing, it's fine.
Yeah.
That we probably
is-
also aren't going to do.
How is Ocho paying? Is he paying with card, or is he paying with like coins?
I'd imagine by card.
Okay, Grave is just looking over your shoulder as you do like the little keypad.
He's trying to look at your pin. He's trying to look at your
Ocho looks up and he's just like, hey, Grave, can I help you? And he like starts hunching over more over the keypad.
No, why? Are you tired? Why are you like?
No. I'm just. What? Why are you watching me? Trying to cover
Well, I
the
wanted to see how.
keypad.
I wanted to see how paying for things work. I've never paid for anything before ever.
What?
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have, huh? I mean, you just put the card in, you put your pin pad, and it goes through if it's got money. It's as simple as that. And I'm like still covering the keypad as like I'm putting in like the number.
Why are you hiding it then? Are you not confident in your ability to pay?
It's generally not a good idea to let somebody see their PIN code. Because they could just take it. Take your info and waste your money, basically.
Oh. Okay. Well, don't worry about that. Nobody is going to look at your pin. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna
I
finish
love-
putting it in.
I love the image of, because Ocho's small, right? And Grave
Yeah.
is medium, and he's a giant vending machine. So I just love the image of Grave looming over Ocho, almost threatening to crush him if he falls over, trying to look at the pin.
Alright,
then-
time to open Photoshop.
And then there's also a weird irony about Ocho lecturing Grave about information being stolen, considering Ocho is a scammer.
Well, hey, I still
He's
have
like-
to be careful.
Some asshole could try to scam you.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm the
The
asshole.
world is crazy out here.
I'm sorry, just the irony of that conversation
No, that's
is really
yeah,
hilarious.
that's fantastic. It would have been even better if I was scamming somebody right then and there. Like, that would be the only way to make that better.
As Ocho, as you're paying for the purchases and have this conversation with Grave, Jenny simply smirks and tilts her head as she watches Grave. Oh, that's funny. Grave, you don't know how to pay for stuff, but aren't you a vending machine? Don't people use cards and coins to pay for stuff from you all the time?
Yeah, well, that's not really the point of me, though. So I never really paid much attention to it. When I'm in stealth mode, I'm just thinking about the next kill rather than what people are doing on my front.
Jenny takes that in and simply nods. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
You know, you're one of the only people I've ever talked to who just accepts everything I say and doesn't question it. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Usually, I have the opposite effect.
I feel like being a robot, she probably has a pretty good idea. Same as you. You got that understanding. Taps the glass. Because I can't reach up to his arm or anything, I'm just tapping the glass on Grave.
Sorry, what are you guys? Are you guys talking about Jenny?
Oh, I was just saying, it's like, yeah, it makes sense that they kind of understand each other because they're both robots.
Is that offensive?
I'm trying to think. Is that offensive? That's like saying, "Oh yeah, no, you two definitely get along because you're both Asian." I'm sure you have a lot of things in common, and I'm trying to think, is it offensive? Or no, is that true? I'm thinking probably, yeah, no, that's probably true. Yeah, no.
I mean, yeah, there is like a shared. I mean, at least I don't know about with robots. Maybe it can be different, but like with people, definitely there is that shared like experience sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, it's not offensive at all. No, it's fine.
Wait, I'm Asian? No.
Wait, you're Asian? You could have fooled me. I don't know, maybe you were built in some kind of Asian country. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
So
your
anyway,
question-
what's your pin? If you don't tell me, I won't know if anyone else knows, and so I won't know to take their life.
You'll just have to trust me that I have it on good authority that my pin is safe.
Oh, I get it. Your pin is SAFE.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start walking away.
Well, don't worry, your pin is safe with me.
Hey guys, look at camping, no Michael.
His eye light flickers.
I just give him finger guns like, hey.
I like that image edit, DG. It's great.
Look at camping, no Michael.
Oh no.
That's exactly what I pictured. Oh, Joe, please tell me your PIN number. Anyway, the purchase goes through without any incident. You're loaded with cash, and there's no issues whatsoever. You can just buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now, as for whether or not Grave caught you the PIN number, well, I don't know.
Look, I don't know either.
I mean, you
I
can
may
roll
just
for
try
it
my
if you
best,
want.
but I have no idea. What would we roll for that?
Grave rolls perception against your
Yeah.
stealth DC.
Okay.
Yeah, perception
Let's-
against stealth DC.
To see if he actually got your pins.
My stealth is pretty high.
Oh god, wait, I gotta forget how to do it. Hold on, I'm doing it. It's over here. Or no, that's initiative. What am I doing? Am I crazy? Where's perception?
Perception is.
Oh, it's there. It's there. Sorry.
It's in
Yeah, so-
attributes.
One second, I'll
Found
be right
it.
back. I need to grab something.
Okay, I didn't
So-
see it.
It'd be perception against Ocho's stealth DC. So Ocho doesn't need to roll stealth. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need to grab something.
Oh,
don't
well,
think that beats
15
it.
probably doesn't need it anyway.
Your pin is safe for now.
I mean, the thing is, Grave doesn't know what he's looking for.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You can have this coupon. Just give me your numbers and the numbers on the back of your card. And you can have coupons for life.
The 3 numbers on the back of your card.
I just need the fucking numbers on the back of your card. Okay, so what's the plan after this, gang?
Uh, Risky business for sure. Risky.
Yeah. Because they do
Is-
eventually have to head out to that island, Christian Mark?
Yeah. But first, we need to wait for our little contact to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And while that happens, we need to stall for time.
Oh god, it's still early, isn't it? We went to the police station fairly early on in the day.
I think it's about post afternoon now.
Yeah.
We literally had a breakfast fight.
Sorry, I'm back. What is Ocho's stealth
Yeah,
DC?
So they were certainly eating bullets for breakfast.
Yeah,
Hey.
there you go.
So
Hard.
Your stealth DC is. Yeah, no, that doesn't beat it. His stealth DC is 24. Yeah, so Grave, you try to read Ocho's pin number as he's entering it on the keypad. You don't see it. Ocho does a pretty good job of concealing that information.
Your
mean,
credit
you know.
card information is safe.
Yeah, considering somebody who's an experienced scammer, he definitely know how to conceal that information from getting swiped by someone.
Actually, I have a question. Does Grave have a
Uh-huh.
card reader?
This Grave of a card reader? Probably.
I take
Probably has-
contactless and cash.
Yeah.
and chip.
Probably has RFID. So actually, you know, I wonder if if a Grave would actually have means of stealing credit card info, just like a card skimmer.
He has a card skimmer built in.
Card skimmer.
Oh my god.
Potential upgrade for the future.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
This
what
thing
are
is
you
a
guys-
menace.
What are you guys doing now?
I think we're about done shopping, so. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hey, thanks
Almost
for your
through.
business.
Jenny smiles brightly and goes into shopkeeper mode. Oh, you're quite welcome. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Also, there was something else.
Tilts head. Oh, what is it, Grave?
Well, I have to thank you because, you know, since we last talked, I was thinking about a lot of things, and mainly about my new programming and exploring myself.
Something's
And-
going off. Something's beeping.
No, don't worry about that.
That was great thinking. That was great
It's
thinking.
great thinking.
Okay, gotcha.
Beep, 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 beep.
And I think I've learned a lot about myself. I've also learned that there's so much about me that I didn't know. And most of it was being kept secret by one guy. But after beating him up and intimidating him into changing my programming, I feel a lot better. And I feel like there's so much more to the world and to me that I can find out about. So thanks. It was really cool.
Jenny looks very pleased about this development, Grave. And she perks up visibly and smiles. Oh,
And-
that's wonderful, Grave. Growing beyond one's programming is always a wonderful thing.
It really is. And you'd also be happy to know that I've actually done something for you that I haven't done for anybody ever yet.
Jenny's expression changes to one of curiosity, and she stares at you expectantly. Oh, and what's that? Do you have something for me? A gift, maybe?
Yeah.
While this is going on, Delmar is standing right there, and he's glowering at you.
Oh no. Not while the parents in the room.
My gift to you is that I've permanently whitelisted you from my kill routines.
Excellent.
Jenny seems very pleased at that. Oh, I've been whitelisted? That's great!
Well,
I
not
get-
just whitelisted. You see, if I whitelist someone, there's always the chance that they can come off from an outside command or even from an internal command. But what I've done is erase any code that would allow me to engage my kill routines on you or any part of you. I actually am incapable of harming you anymore. So, unlike everyone else in the room who have at least a 5 to 10% chance at all times of being killed by me, you have a 0% chance.
Jenny actually looks positively enthusiastic about that fact. Aw, really? That's awfully sweet of you. I guess I have nothing to worry about whenever I'm around you, Grave.
Absolutely
Delmar
nothing
is-
to worry about, unlike the rest of the world.
Delmar does not seem exactly pleased by that whole statement, but the fact that Jenny is completely safe seems to placate him a little bit.
You're the first being in the world that I will not have a 100% kill rate for, if the moment arises.
Aw, aren't you just a big softie? That's great news. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. I turn around and just start.
And then as you walk away, Jenny just smiles and waves cheerfully. And Delmar is just standing off to one side, grumbling to himself. Kids these days. Back in my day, dating was normal. Oh, whatever. I'll never get used to it, and just grumbles. Some
You and me
more,
both,
storms
bud.
off-
You and me
storms off
both.
To the to the office. And Jenny resumes her work behind the counter. Would anyone else like to do anything?
No, I think I'm good.
We done our business.
All right, your business is done. What would you like to do, and where would you like to go now?
Well, we have to spend time until our contact arrives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know when, or are they?
Yeah, do we know when the guy's gonna be here?
What guy? Oh, Ichiro? All you know is that it wouldn't take, from what Artoria said, it wouldn't take long for him to arrive. As for when, you don't exactly know. Could be a couple of hours, could be a day, could be, 2 days, but you assume that, considering the urgency of the situation, a few hours to a day.
Yeah, okay. So, we have to find something we can do to spend time and hopefully avoid all the gangs.
Easy. Just avoid
Okay.
all the gangs.
Guys, so how'd I do?
That was
did.
good. You did
did
great,
fine.
bud.
I think you got this in the bag.
Great. Well, I mean, I don't really, I haven't really considered putting her into a bag, but
That was,
And you shouldn't.
no, you shouldn't really. But yeah,
yeah, it'd be very difficult.
great job in what you do.
Bloopy gives you what you can only assume to be a thumbs up grave with one of its tendrils. Bloop,
Can you
bloop.
repeat that?
Bloopy gives
Oh
grave.
yeah, you kind of cut
what-
out a bit.
Yeah, Bloopy gives grave what can only be interpreted as a thumbs up.
All I heard was
with
the
one of
bloop.
its tendrils. Bloop, bloop.
I think Foe's network is dying.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, it should be fine now. I saw my connection go red for
Whoa.
a second there. Okay.
What'd you see?
Yeah, Fo, you're kind of cutting in and out.
Okay,
so you cut out. You're like, I saw in there.
hang on. Let me disconnect and reconnect 1 second. Okay, hopefully that fixes it. Anyway, Bloopy gives Grave what can only be interpreted as a thumbs up with one of its tendrils, and it bloops happily at you, Grave. Bloop, bloop.
So now what? All my desires for the day are fulfilled. I got to kill people, and I got to tell Jenny about the whitelist. So really, I'm done for the day.
You just go to sleep.
He doesn't sleep, right? You have a power saving mode.
I guess I could do that. But it just doesn't seem that fun.
Well, there is something fun you could do.
Should I kill more people?
No.
Go to the club?
This early?
Uh,
I think the better thing to do, actually. Grave, what's your, how confident do you feel in network infiltration?
Well, I can connect to mainframes and perform simple tasks. I'm not as fluent with that kind of stuff as Hexa is, but I like doing it. Gives me a chance to talk to some people.
Okay. And how confident do you think you'd be if you both worked together on it?
Well, I think we'd make a great team.
Okay.
We already do. I mean, honestly, I think Hexa has the highest opinion of me out of anybody in the team.
Yeah, because, well, people. You're a robot,
See?
so you don't count.
I was right.
whoa.
Burn.
The robot is
you
not
know-
a person.
I didn't even make a calculation before saying that statement. I just thought it was going to be true. And it was.
So in that case, where's Pen?
Still
Oh,
browsing the shop last I checked.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
His stones got caught on something.
Oh no!
Nah, let's just make it canon that for some fucking reason, it's the Chaos Emerald.
Bro kept dropping his stones.
every time he stands next to Grave, you just hear like a doof, 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 doof as they all hit Grave.
I actually kind of like that. Somehow, Pent fucked with something, and now there's a bunch of little floating gemstones around him, and they keep getting caught on stuff.
If only he was a geomancer. Well, technically we go by divinity logic. Geomancy and pyromancy do go very close hand in hand. Mostly because one makes the other go explode, go kaboom.
So Pen,
Yes.
we got time to kill.
You're suggesting we go after my files, aren't you?
Just one thing to do.
It's what? Well, clearly, whatever that beeping is agrees. It's not. It is not. It is not the worst idea, though. It does obviously carry its own risks.
I think if Grave and Hexa work together, they could get through the encryption pretty easily.
Oh yeah, super easy.
Certainly not impossible. It's worth an attempt. Probably.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so you guys would like to head back to HQ?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yep.
1 second. I'm gonna activate the map.
Be as inconspicuous as possible.
Which means we just do nothing.
Do nothing.
I'm
do
doing
anything
walk in. I'm gonna walk in and do what I usually do. Play video games and ignore all of you. Except Grave.
You have a job to do though.
Well, I mean, I can mobile game. It's fine.
Yeah, Hexa's just there
And then,
on the
and
couch
then
gaming. We're like, "Hey, Hexa, weren't you gonna, do something?"
as she says playing games on her phone, she does air quotes. What is this, Kobu? There's no fucking way.
Oh, does like the grid snapping work now? Oh my god. Okay.
It always worked? Question mark?
No, because I put you guys back on the HQ map and I was moving your tokens around, and for some reason Pent wasn't on the grid and I could move him off grid. And then I right-clicked him and snapped him back onto the grid. Now he's on the grid again.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently the snap to grid command actually works now.
Wow.
Yeah. It'd been broken for months and so I didn't use it. So like you can snap yourself like by right-clicking and clicking the grid icon, and now you can move yourself like off grid.
Oh.
Yeah, like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it actually works now.
Damn, I'm already at the bar.
So, alright, back to HQ. Time to turn on the HQ music.
Wait, that's right.
Are we
Okay.
just going to our office?
More or less. I gotta make a quick detour. Hey,
right.
Professor!
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to the office to play video games. See ya.
What are you doing, Ocho?
I'm not even knocking. I am bursting the door open.
Kick down the door.
Hey, Professor.
As you barge right into the lab, the professor seems to be in the middle of what looks like very, very delicate welding work, and as soon as you barge in, he startles and completely messes up whatever he was working on. What? Don't you know how to knock?
No.
Knocks right after.
Yeah, just...
Well, now that my past hour of welding work has been ruined, what do you want?
I need a bunch of your scrap. I need to start making some snares and traps, and you're the only one I know that has a bunch of junk. So, like, just starts walking over to like a pile of trash and starts like looking through it.
He seems to try and protest, but seeing you already beginning to rummage around through the stuff in his lap, he doesn't even bother trying to stop you. What? Oh, fine, whatever, take whatever you want. If it's just lying around, I'm probably not using it anyway. So take whatever you like. But if you do take any tools or anything out of the lab, be sure to return it later. I'm getting sick and tired of people borrowing my things and not bringing them back.
Not really like paying attention to what he's saying. Hutch is just like, you got it, and like continues to dig through. But yeah, so with this level up, I got a lot of stuff for snares, but I do need materials for that, so I'm basically just doing that.
Yeah. You can just scrounge up whatever you need to make any snares and traps, and you can go ahead
Yeah.
and make those. The only thing that it'll take you to craft any snares or anything is time.
Mm-hmm. No. Unfortunately, I do not have the feat that, like, I can make a level 1 snare for free, so... yeah, I still need all that scrap. Okay. Anyways, that's what that's what I was doing.
Alright. And the rest of you are heading up to the office.
Yep.
Oh my god, you have to read this to these guys.
Alright, yeah, so you guys can go ahead and head to the office right now. Why is there a tile here? Hang on. There we go. Okay. Do, do, do. I'm just gonna drag Grave over to the office. Since Kobu's getting his laundry.
Wait, why is Hexa on Ocho's computer?
So this
Our PC.
hidden camera detector, Beetle applications.
Yeah, she hacked into my PC. It's fine.
Yeah, she does this all the time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Bloop. Everything in here shouldn't be what you need.
Alrighty, so you guys head to the desk jockey's office, and what would you like to do? Would you like start going through files, hacking the system?
Pretty much how I pictured it is Grave will do what he did last time, which is like literally plug up and talk to the servers
Talk to the servers.
while Hexa helps navigate.
Okay. Alright, so who would be doing the primary infiltration and who would be assisting? I'm guessing Grave would be doing the main bulk of the work, and Hex is just aiding.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I doing?
So, I'm just trying to figure out how this system infiltration is gonna go. So, who's going to be making the primary checks and who's going to be making the secondary checks? So, I'm thinking if Grave is going to be doing the server infiltration and talking to the the ghosts in the machines, so to speak, and trying to negotiate, I guess Grave would be doing the primary checks and Hex would be assisting in guiding the navigation. So, alrighty.
I only
Yeah,
say that
Gra-
because Grave can actually, plug up
Graves
into
got-
them.
Graves got that data center, Riz. He's fine.
He can speak to them.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Which is why I say this is a great idea.
Okay. So, that is what you would like to do then?
Yup.
Okie dokie. So, you may go ahead and do that. What does that look like?
I guess I make my check first then.
Good question. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm the one checking in.
Yeah, but I'm doing the 8 check. No.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, I will walk up to one of these things on the wall. And yeah, just stick a finger in.
Alright, so you extend a cable and plug into the system, and much like before, you enter a weird matrixy digital space. It looks pretty much like how you'd expect the standard office to look. A bunch of weird cubicles, a lot of filing cabinets, and strange representations of the various computer systems. Kind of amorphous, nebulous, but they're there, and it's kind of like a scene out of The Office. You see a couple of, I guess, systems just talking to each other, idling, chatting about stuff. And then they notice you plug in Grave and stare. Hi? What are you doing in here?
Hello. Just checking in.
Okay, can we help you?
Yeah. Actually, wait, what can they help me with? Well, what am I looking for?
You're looking for Pence files.
Okay. I'm looking for files on my friend, Pent.
The program stares at you. It doesn't have a face, but you can tell that it's just from vibes that it's staring. I think you'd be looking for personnel files. That's over here. And it drifts over and smacks a digital filing cabinet and it pops open. You find a lot of files. Well, actually, more like, I don't remember. I think it's in the Matrix that this happens, like, shelves of filing cabinets going into infinity and they shift along the floor. Yeah, that's kind of what that looks like. It brings you to a very, very long corridor of filing cabinets that go on for forever.
Yeah. It's like bad 90s CGI. Like it just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. This is the personnel files section.
Hey, thank you. That was really helpful.
Yeah, sure. Be kinda warned, though, these files aren't really well maintained. Yeah, sure, we put new info in there every now and then, but it's kind of a mess. We haven't had time to go through, sweep, and correct any errors or corrupted files, so, you know. Be careful what you touch.
Oh, don't worry about it. I always find my mark. Okay, I'm gonna look for
okay,
Pence
sure,
file.
you're weird, but whatever. Okay, have fun! And then the program drifts away from you and rejoins in one of the other programs, and they resume chatting. Alright, Hexa, make a computers check in order to help Grave find the particular file that you're looking for.
Dang.
Would lore skills apply as well, or not?
Lore skills would apply as well, yeah. That is a success. Okay. So, describe what you're doing. Like how are you searching for these? Like, what does it look like? The hacking.
Are you asking me?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, what does it look like when Hex is hacking?
Well, from Hexa's phone, she can pretty much just see whatever Grave is doing. So she's just like guiding him towards like any like potential areas of interest.
Alrighty.
Which, yeah, it's a lot of files.
Yeah, so Hexa, as you're going through the personnel files that Grave has kind of been directed to, you notice that the personnel files are kind of extensive. So not only does it encompass current active agents, of which there's, like 50 of them at any given time, it also has the files on a lot of former agents. Deceased, defected, whatever. And it amounts to a lot, and it goes back decades. But you're looking for one particular file. So you go to the section on the end for current personnel. Of course, it's divided according to division, and you open up the Hearts files, and of course, down near the beginning of the file folder is, of course, Pence file. What would you like to do?
Oh, let's take a little peep. Just a little peek.
So, you try to peek at the file, and it is locked.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is what happened last time.
Yeah. This is exactly what happened last time. It was locked. So, if you would like to unlock the file, you're going to need to make me a computers check.
Hacking check.
Or a hacking, your hacking lore.
They're the
works.
same
Can I-
modifier anyways.
Can I guidance that?
Yeah, you may.
Ooh,
I would like to help by guidance him. So take a +1.
Sure.
Is it possible for me to assist?
Actually, yeah,
Or
you
like-
know what? This will be an aid check. Roll a... I think you have computers, so go ahead and roll computers to aid.
Okay.
We're increasing this number. Oh, it's a fail.
That is a fail, unfortunately. Yeah, you have to roll 15 or higher in order to successfully aid. So you
Alright,
just
well-
have the +1 from guidance.
Alrighty then. Yeah, that should have expired. What the fuck? Hold on. Damn it! Wait, it keeps expiring. What the fuck? Oh,
Just add a
whatever.
+1 status to your roll manually if
Yeah.
you need to.
I'm rusty. It's been a
Guidance usually
while.
lasts only 6 seconds, so
Yeah.
that is
Oh.
really high.
That is
God
very
damn.
good.
God damn.
Not quite a crit success, but still very good. Alrighty. So, Hexa, you take a few minutes to try and unlock Pent's file, and unlike before, you have much greater success this time. And you manage to do it in such a way that to avoid drawing unnecessary attention and triggering any security systems. And the file is now unlocked.
Download that.
Yeah. Or. Yeah, sure. Download it.
Usually the key is downloading it before you read it, and then you just pull out as quickly as possible. That's how hackers do it.
Don't worry. I have an expert pullout game.
Oh my.
Lewd.
Yo.
There is something else, but I don't know if I want to remind you of it. It is somewhat important, but it's up to you to remember it.
Beep.
Ruh-roh.
Beep.
Beep.
Don't mind the beeping. My husband's playing with a device that detects wireless communications. It's a what detector?
Whoa.
Water detector.
Why are they messing with that during what?
It's a water detector. It's
Oh my
fine.
god.
True,
feels like
there
the wrong
do
time
be
to
a
be
lot
back.
of water in the air.
This shit feels like the wrong time to be messing with
There is a lot of
Or
water.
at least doing it
in
in
the
a
air.
different. Or at least do it in a different room.
It's raining outside.
Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah, file is unlocked. You may do whatever you wish with it. The other thing I am not going to bring up because yeah.
Me is
The
dumb.
other-
Me don't remember.
Oh, the other thing.
I don't-
That's not ominous. No,
Yeah,
sir.
the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing. This fucking woman, man.
I mean, other than
Mm.
covering your tracks,
Yeah. Should be fine, right?
which is
Smiley face.
important.
No, it's
I don't
not that. It's not that. There's one other thing that you discovered in regards to not just Pent's file, but other things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Shit, it's been a while.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
I'm
Because
trying
you
my
did
hardest to remember.
you did discover it,
Yeah.
and it is something that you are aware of and know.
Give me a little hint.
Sure. Give hint, please.
So not only is Pent's file unlocked, there's his previous mission logs and other things related to that.
That
Those
too
were
I will
is
I will also download that as well.
That's a smart idea.
So those
Download it all.
files, yeah, those files are in a different section, but they're linked to Pent's file. So there's a lot of cross-referencing going on. So you'd like to download those as well?
I mean, it's
Sure,
very
yeah,
simple as
just-
clicking a hyperlink to get there.
Yeah, just get everything. Might as well.
Yeah. Alrighty.
It's not like we're gonna be back here after. Yeah.
I will need you to roll me another computers or lore hacking check, and Grave can assist with this as well. So go ahead and make your rolls. Actually, Grave, roll first. Roll computers.
Dang it.
Ooh, darn.
And
I'll guide you again, though, so you can take the +1.
Yeah, then
Okay.
Hexa can do the lore hacking.
oh, fuck! God damn it.
Quick, see if his PIN number is there. We don't want anyone to steal it.
Okay, that's again pretty good.
Another
Sheesh,
very
please.
good roll. Alright, so much like Pent's personnel file, all of the mission logs and experimental logs associated with it were locked as well. But using your very, very elite hacking skills, you managed to unlock the files and download them as well without incident. Is that everything you'd like to do?
I have a suggestion. Before the exit, what is Pent's status?
Oh, what do you mean, what is Pent's status?
Could you request that your husband do that in a different room?
What this is? It is indeed pretty loud.
Yeah, it's
No,
very-
because like I turned on my phone and then clicked on the thing on Facebook Messenger because that's the last thing I used, and then just went to that. Just happy birthday in Korean, I guess. Okay.
Funny. But yeah, the reason I say look at Pent's status is because it could say active, it could say defected. That's a good way to tell if they already know
Yeah.
we defected or not.
Yeah, what's the status looking like?
Oh, let's later. Let's wait for her to get back first.
Oh,
Because I asked if you could tell her husband to do test funny devices in a different room, so we're not constantly being subjected to the noises.
Status. Gay.
Status gay.
The ultimate irony of all my characters more or less being asexual aromantics.
Status is
So,
Oh, I'm back.
the-
What'd I miss?
the status on Pent's file is listed as active.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
yes. They don't know.
they don't know.
I would hope not. We tried to be very careful about the revealing, and we've been very secretive about our plans so far. So I would hope they wouldn't know.
Alright.
Outside of the entire group, only one person knows we intend to defect. Well, two people. But
Alright. So if we got both those files, that's pretty much all we need.
pretty much.
The time to dip.
I mean, we still kind of need to wait till tomorrow, and I don't think they're gonna learn. I mean, the biggest danger of staying here is that they may learn that we have the book, but we could
Yeah.
always just say, we could always just all of, we need to wait for the heat to die down.
No. There's another thing we can do. We can give them the fake
Uh,
book.
We do
yeah,
have the
you,
fake
you
book.
do
Yeah.
have the fake book.
They're good. They're gonna. Do we
They'll
know
buy us
that
enough
it-
time
if
to
it
get
can
out.
only use the would it? But I mean, likely would, but it also wouldn't. It also wouldn't last under much scrutiny. These are
It
our
would
agents after all.
it would give us enough time to like book it or whatever we need to. Honestly.
I mean, it's not impossible, but they'd also probably try and use it pretty quickly. But
Hmm.
unless the book can only be activated on the Isle, we could just use the excuse of, oh, I mean, we need to take it to the Isle to activate it anyways, so
Mhm.
might as well just keep it with us.
I don't think you guys really looked at the book in too much detail either, though, so.
I don't think
yeah.
Finny
so.
did.
Well, Finny did.
Okay, well then what did Finny learn?
Well, I mean, wasn't that when his head turned into a book? So,
No, that was the other thing.
oh,
That's the
that
other
was
book.
the other thing. That's right.
Yeah.
This book just has tons of addresses in it.
Yeah, you guys opened it
Yeah,
earlier
that
that
was-
day, but you haven't checked on it since.
Oh God. Good
Well,
change.
actually, aside from when Ocho copied it, but yeah, no, you haven't looked at it since.
And we
I'm
don't
not
want to
looking
stick
at it here.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
taking it
shot.
out here.
No. Also, no. I think I have it. I currently have it.
You currently have it.
Cause yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if you gave it back to me or not, but still.
No, I don't think I did. I think I still currently am the one who has it.
That thing does have a heavy magical signature, by the way.
It's in a bag of holding. It's literally in a different plane.
Okay,
Yeah,
then you're fine.
it's not detectable.
Yeah.
They won't.
We're-
Just don't take
we're
it out
not-
here. Just don't.
No, absolutely not, Lamau.
And
Yeah,
if
I'm
you do,
not, I'm.
do it by Im's desk.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Dang.
Throwing our boy under the fucking bus. Holy.
Oh yeah, I should check out. I should unplug.
Probably.
You
out,
emerge
you mean.
from the matrix. Don't use that term. Pull out. That's just weird associations. Anyway, you emerge from the digital plane matrix, or whatever you want to call it, and you're standing in the office again.
Oh, that was nice. I love a good field trip.
Were they friendly?
No, they're never friendly, but I do enjoy talking to them anyway.
Huh. Hexa, are you doing alright up there?
Bang is AFK for a little bit.
Yeah.
but, I like to think of
Hexa just did this
glowing.
hacking and really just falls asleep.
oh not just that, but I kind of like the idea of things that exist in the digital plane or digital space are very, very harried and overworked and kind of grumpy, because in the digital age there is so much shit going through there that they have
that's
to
fair.
deal with. So, yeah, I imagine they're kind of grumpy.
They have to deal with all of like the spam bots.
The spam bots, the porn, the weird dark web shit, people's payment information, all that.
People's
fun
weird
stuff.
Google searches.
The weird Google searches. Yeah, just because
It's
you
a
think that
living
stuff
algorithm.
Yeah, it's a living algorithm. Yeah. They're quietly judging you. Hey.
I'm sure Fosik has the algorithm search quietly judging her.
Oh yeah. My search history is really, really weird because when you write stuff, you look up really, really weird things all the time. Stuff that will probably get you looked at kind of weird, especially if somebody were to die under suspicious circumstances
favorite is-
around you.
Anytime you're doing D&D or writing, absolutely, it's like, how quickly does a
yeah.
body dissolve in acid?
Yeah, how quickly
like,
does a body dissolve in acid? What are
FBI
other
is for,
weird...
is for rating.
Oh yeah, weird
Fine.
weird minion stuff.
Is it a penis or something like that? And then you Google it on somebody else's computer.
What other weird Google searches? How long does a dead body last in the cold or something, or how long does it take a body to decompose in heat? What are the things like what happens to certain things in a vacuum or under large pressure? How long does it take to drown? How long can somebody hold their breath and still not suffer brain damage? Yeah, weird stuff. Weird Google searches. But my husband and I watch a lot of Dateline stuff, which we call murder porn. But
No. The correct term is informative murder porn.
murder porn.
Okay.
But we kind of joke.
Oh, that was a
about
good
how-
South Park episode.
That was a good South Park episode. But we kind of joke about how, you know how it's always the boyfriend, girlfriend, people who are closest to the victim that end up getting, investigated first or the most scrutiny. And usually a lot of what does them in is their search history or purchase histories. Because, hey, you don't want to murder somebody and Google how to dispose of a body beforehand.
Well, how about every single time there's a mass shooting, the first thing you hear is the guy's search history?
Yeah, it's always the search history. Anyway, yeah, Your search histories are yeah. Oh, actually no, one I saw a YouTube video recently. These guys I think were like science YouTubers or something, and they usually buy a lot of weird chemicals or components or whatever.
Nile
and
Red.
some of Yeah, Nile Red, and they have had the FBI knock on their door because I think one of them bought components for making some kind of explosive or some kind of chemical.
Now Red bought uranium. That's how he got done.
Oh yeah, Nile Red bought uranium. That's how I got it. Yeah. So there was a bunch of these VTubers at a panel talking about stuff that kind of got them a visit from the FBI. So yeah, it's not really your search histories that are gonna kind of have the FBI knocking on your door. It's what you buy and what quantities and in what combinations. But yeah, anyway, I imagine in a fantasy setting where there's like a digital space, all that shit is monitored. And you have these digital entities quietly judging you and utterly exasperated at the stuff that goes
Listen,
on.
we haven't watched it. I just
Bloop. Bloop. Bloop, bloop.
dystopian shit.
Anyway, what do you guys want to do now that you have the files retrieved?
Well, read them here or wait a bit.
Probably wait a bit.
The van.
Yes.
Retreat to the van.
Retreat to the van. Read them there. Retreat.
Yes, the chilling van.
I'm regretting not having a map for the van.
I should make one.
It's fine.
Just
I should
cram
make
into
one.
the van.
Yeah.
It's literally just gonna be 6 tiles.
Yeah, just 6 tiles, and just cram everyone in there.
Gee,
I'm
wouldn't
pretty
it
sure
be a
it's a big
shame
van.
if we got stopped by some higher up for the suits? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Don't jinx us.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be crazy? Huh?
Ah, oh my god. Oh no, it's just time.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Everybody pile into the van.
Into the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator is the van.
It's only 4 slots though.
It's only 4 squares, whatever. It's fine.
Augers, Van RP, let's go.
Get over here,
RP.
Pent.
Anyway,
Mom, are we there yet?
don't make me turn this thing around. Okay, so
Bring Pent over here. We're good.
no way to drag Pent over. Hang on, one moment.
Sorry.
He's in the trunk.
So they just stuff him in the trunk like the dog, family dog.
Bruh.
Alright, so you guys leave the office and head to the van.
Yep. We just
Alright.
grabbed a few things and we're going.
Yeah, so not long after you return to HQ, you're already back heading to the elevator, heading to garage level, and head back to the familiar space that is your, I guess, field vehicle, or what has become your field vehicle of choice for the last couple of days.
A very sus van.
Yeah, a very suspicious looking, unmarked van.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Now that we're somewhere secure. Hexa. You got the files?
Yep.
Hand them over to Pent.
Yeah, sure. DM's pent the files.
What files are
gonna-
those?
Just a lot of random shit that I found.
Okay.
I thought you'd probably like it.
I'm going to monitor Pent in
Fair.
case something happens.
Okay. All right.
It's a-
So
that's
let's
a good
start
sign
with
already.
this. Let's start with the stuff that we didn't get to see from the very first time we tried to do this. Because Hmm.
We're starting with the file itself and not the mission logs.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing mission log second.
Okay. So you want to go through Pence personnel file first?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Hang on. E. No, that's not it. Sorry, hang on. I need to find something. Do-do-do. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so you decide to open up Pence file. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Hmm. No, honestly, let's just go through the whole thing.
Alright, so you're just gonna go through all of it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All of it,
Ma'am.
all at once. Alright, here we go.
Everything all at once. Great show, apparently.
I have not seen it, but alrighty, so Pence personnel file doesn't seem to have anything amiss at first. Just a normal personnel file. Name, rank, division, a lot of other physical details, employment history, things like that. Yeah, a lot of details that would normally be present in an errand file, for example. But there is one note that you find marked on Pence file, and that seems to be the part that was redacted or classified. The part that the higher-ups didn't really seem to want access to. And the note says that Pent recently underwent retraining, air quotes. And this was a couple of months ago, during the summer. So that is strange thing number one, but not terribly unusual or groundbreaking. You already know, or already knew, that something happened to Pent over the summer, the retraining. But the exact details of that aren't specified in his file. And then for the other files, give me one moment. I need to, where's my, first let me find the thing, and then alright, so Pence file itself is nothing unusual, as I mentioned, just a standard personnel file, aside from the odd note about retraining. But again, the exact specifics of what retraining is not mentioned in the file, but you can make assumptions. You can draw that connection. It's not hard. As for the other files, the mission log, and then the subsequent experimental subject log, those are fairly significant. And as you go through things, you start to make a bit of a connection, Pent. You start to recall more details about that mission. The girl that you were able to remember from before, her name was Scintilla Solaire, age 10, half elf. But you remember that you called her Tilly, and you were the only one she allowed to call her that. She was adopted by one of the elders of a small village surrounded by mountains and forests after she was pulled from the rubble of a landslide that killed her parents several years before. But you no longer remember the name of the town or where it was, and even if you could recall, you know that the town is no longer there.
Whoopsie.
According to what you remember, the suits had heard rumors of an individual in the region capable of communing with powerful spirits and entities far beyond the abilities of even the most skilled summoners in all of Mistgard. And so the higher-up sent you, Pent, to investigate and collect intelligence on this matter. And being one of the younger Heart's agents, and far more personable and earnest-seeming than most, they figured you would be able to easily win people over and avoid arousing too much suspicion. You posed as an errant in trouble who'd gotten lost in the mountain forests, far from home and in need of rescue. But you never expected one of your rescuers to be this little girl commanding the strength of a massive mountain spirit. And over the course of several weeks, you won over the trust of the villagers and endeared yourself to Scintilla, to the point where she demanded that you be her bodyguard. And at one point, she even likened you to a big brother. And as the two of you bonded, you got to watch her train and hone her abilities, communing with the many entities she'd learned to contact. Some were simple nature spirits, others were powerful beings that you could only assume to be angels or demons, and some things that could possibly be minor divinities. And at that point you realized that Scintilla was the person you'd been looking for all along, and you passed along what information you could to your superiors. Observe and report. That was the assignment. Then one day, the situation changed. You received orders that the suits would be conducting an asset retrieval. And almost as soon as the boots hit the ground, things went sideways. Scintilla had summoned a powerful entity that day. Phoenix, the Flame Marquis, and it refused to let her be captured without a fight. The carnage that ensued still lingers in your nightmares. Many villagers and task force members died, and the village burned. But eventually, Scintilla and the entity were detained. You told her you would protect her, but you didn't. You stood aside in the shadows while the task force moved in. You did your job. The village's destruction was covered up as being destroyed by summer wildfires, as sometimes happens in places like that. When you returned to headquarters, you were brought in to coax Scintilla's compliance, pretending to have been captured along with her. You told her everything would be okay. You told her that as long as she cooperated, she'd be okay. You lied to her. Lied right to her face. And it wasn't until several days later that you learned that while trying to extract Phoenix from her, both Scintilla and the entity were lost. And it devastated you. You knew she more than likely died alone, scared and in immeasurable pain. And you know that her death was your doing. And before her personal effects were disposed of, you managed to obtain only one item of hers. an orange and gold ribbon that she always used to wear in her hair. And you decided to keep it close so you'd always remember, tucked into the lining of your inner coat pocket. The guilt of what you'd done and what happened hit harder than anything you'd experienced before, and it noticeably affected your job performance. And that's when management decided to put you through retraining to make you forget to keep their good little lapdog, sweep everything under the rug, and carry on business as usual. And now, here you are, with the fogged wreath gap in your memory that you know your past deeds occupy, and the weight of guilt so heavy and impossible to live with that you somehow figured out a way to weaponize it and shove it onto others. For progress and profit, that is GenCorp's motto. Is the profit worth the price?
Is that the end of the log?
Yup, that is the end of the log.
He will simply take a minute after reaching the end of the log, before he will unzip the jacket and look at the inner pocket.
So you dip a hand into the pocket on the inside of your suit jacket, and to your surprise, there is something there. An orange and gold ribbon.
He will take it out. He will look at it. Well. He will spend several quiet moments staring at the orange ribbon.
Yeah, that ribbon has been there the whole time for months, and you never knew.
I feel like at some point, if nobody says anything, Ocho would just be like, is everything okay?
If I was on the clock, I would say yes. But that could not be further from the truth. It would seem that in the aftermath of the destruction of the village, that, to cut a long story just a bit shorter, that they tried to extract this Phoenix entity from the girl, who let me nickname her TT, and
Tilly.
oh, Tilly, and he was killed in the process. And they didn't even extract Phoenix either. So she's dead. Because I followed orders.
Damn.
Is that the last personal effect?
The one I was seemingly able to recover.
Hmm. I see.
And it seems that in some regard, these powers of mine are manifestations of guilt, which rather fitting.
Fo,
Yeah.
I wanna read aura on the person I affect.
Ooh, okay. I was not expecting that. Let me see. What does this do?
I mean, I'm just using for RP purposes, but you know.
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay.
I would like to read the object's aura.
How do I want to describe this item? So, there's, I want to say, a couple of different aspects to it. It's a little complicated because there's a small trace of the ribbon's original owner, also mixed in with Pent having held on to it for so long. But you get a sense of a feeling of a bond of trust that was broken and a sense of overwhelming guilt. And there's something else, a lingering feeling of warmth, but very, very slight. The item itself is cold to the touch, but there's still the slightest sensation of warmth to it. And it's not body heat, it's something else, something you can't quite place. It's a power of some kind from somewhere else. Now, the item itself is not magical. I'll be very, very clear about that. It's not magical, but the sensation that you get, the warm sensation, almost feels like it is. But it's something that's you can't quite explain.
It doesn't look magical, but I can perceive this warmth inside of it, buried underneath all the cold.
Well, regardless of that, I know what needs to be done.
You do?
GenCorp must burn. And the quietness and almost seeming calmness to which he's speaking is the kind that people experience when they are dealing with nothing but pure, unfiltered rage and anger. Because he is angry at himself, he is angry at GenCorp, he is obviously angry with the world.
Well, let's see if we can find a way to vent that frustration.
They will not get their hands upon this book so long as I draw breath.
I agree.
Matcha just silently nods.
I'm kind of bad at the whole feeling stuff since I just learned it. But if anyone needs killing to make you feel better, I'm here.
I got the fire. When do we start burning?
We
Oh,
start
there's a
burning.
small flame right there.
We start burning when they come for the Book of Horizon. He will exhale, and he will put the ribbon back into the jacket pocket. First, we need to wait for this effect. We need to wait for this contact. Just being vague because still on Suit's property. So anyway, he will then turn to the mission log and begin to read through that.
Oh, you want to go through the mission log?
Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of details are you looking for in the mission log?
The obvious one would be the last one he went on.
Oh yeah, the mission log would have details of what happened to the girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
okay.
we already know. I think I already know that.
But also
So-
like more detail.
Yeah, so the details of
true.
the mission log were kind of similar to what I mentioned from what Pet remembers. It corroborates the memory. So, according to the mission log, there was intel on a powerful individual. To put it in perspective, technically they would have been an animist. And Pent was sent out to investigate and dig up information about who it might be, and he discovered that this powerful individual that they were looking for happened to be Scintilla, this 10-year-old girl, and spent weeks gathering intel on figuring out what she was capable of, the things that she was able to contact and summon were very, very powerful entities that GenCorp would, of course, like to get a hold of or figure out how to control. And after a while of observing and reporting, the higher-ups eventually figured that there was enough information to go on to conduct what Finney would know as an asset retrieval. Essentially, it's pretty much just going in, grabbing the asset, usually a person or an object, and then bringing it back to either headquarters or whatever facility that they're going to be conducting observations or experiments at. And things went bad when they were trying to retrieve her because she had come into contact with what you know to be Phoenix, and everything burned. But they eventually did manage to capture her and brought her to one of GenCorp's many, many experimental facilities. And in the process of trying to extract the entity, she died. And those are pretty much the details of the mission report. The experimental report is another file but it's equally as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the details of the subject report are, how do I describe this? Very dehumanizing and impersonal. She's not mentioned by name at all, except in the file details. Always ever referred to as the subject or by a number. And the report details the things that were done to try and extract the entity, all of which are very horrific and painful, but I won't go into too many details about it. But Pence involvement in the experimentation was just to ensure her cooperation, convince her, oh, it's gonna be okay as long as you do what they tell you. It did not turn out that way. And as with a lot of GenCorp's experimentations, they always carry a lot of risk and a lot of high percentage of fatalities. And of course, she was one of those. And if Pent were to actually confer with Finney about any of that sort of thing, that's not really Finney's area of expertise. That's usually the area of diamonds. They tend to oversee a lot of asset stuff, but that information's not hard to dig up. Like, I'm and Ocho mainly deal with the money side. There are other diamonds agents who deal with the more asset side of things, things that are conducted for experiments or acquired for experiments and study.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about any other stuff. Just the money.
Finny just steals some whatever relics to get to him.
Actually, funnily enough, there is a specific agent that was active until recently. His current status is unknown. That dealt
I know
with
the
a
one you're
lot
talking
of,
about.
Yeah, that dealt with a lot of asset retrieval. And actually
Yeah?
oversaw a facility in Sheridan.
Who would that be?
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be Trey Leclerc, the 3 of Diamonds.
Wonder what happened to that guy.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that guy. He went missing a couple of months ago. Ironically,
Finny was-
interestingly, over the summer as well.
Finny
How?
will say that. Yeah,
would
first
it
anyone-
be... Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
If there's anyone who would know, it's probably the 3 of diamonds.
Isn't he
They
missing,
were one
though?
of the diamonds that oversaw the asset stuff, but yeah, he went missing.
We still don't know why, do we?
Nope.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, would I know much about the 3 of Diamonds / can I roll Suits lore?
You actually can roll Suits lore if you like. He is the same division as you, but he was kind of a bit of a lone wolf, kind of surly, didn't really get along with a lot of other people. So you might have met him once or twice, but yeah, you can go ahead and roll Suits lore to see what you know about him.
15.
Hero
That's fine.
point
Okay,
it.
but you can hero point that.
I only have one. I don't. Oh wait, no, I have
Oh.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say you should have
from
two.
session.
Fuck it. Yes. Reroll using hero point.
Thank you.
It's still
Bruh.
better. Alright. That is still a success though. Okay, so Ocho, being stuck behind a desk most of the day, every day. You don't interact with a whole lot of other Suits agents, much less Diamonds agents at HQ. However, you do know of some of their activities, aside from the Ace of Diamonds, who is your boss. You do kind of have an idea of what other Diamonds agents are doing. And you do recall that one of the Diamonds agents does deal in asset acquisition, but he was operating over in Sheridan. And you've seen him maybe once or twice. He's kind of not exactly a pleasant person to be around. He's kind of a dick. But a lot of it was his job to oversee asset acquisition and the management of one of the experimental facilities over in Sheridan. And he'd come back to HQ to deliver reports every now and then. Or if there was any money needed to acquire stuff, you'd kind of be involved in the transferring of funds on occasion. The last time he was ever seen or heard from was back over the summer, where there was an incident of involving the destabilization of the local ley lines, which caused a massive earthquake, and the facility there went dark, and they were in the process of transferring some specimens to another facility. And that was the last time anyone ever heard from him.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you were to look up his file, his status would be unknown.
What if we stole his credit card?
Yeah, what do we sell his credit card info?
I mean,
Him?
the HQ probably has access to his account, so And as far as you guys know, they're still paying him out to his accounts, by the way, as IM has commented on previously.
Exma, I need some help. We're looking up credit cards.
Yeah, wait, we could just divert that shit.
Watch.
We really don't need the funds. We have so much. But yeah, we could.
Okay, but more money equals
Yeah.
better.
Oh,
Just on
absolutely.
principle.
More,
Maybe if
more
we get
money.
this much more money, Pep will feel better.
Look, Ocho agrees. More money, the more stuff you could do, the safer you are.
The other
On
thing you
average.
do,
On average.
the other thing you do recall, Ocho, is there was one other Diamonds agent that was out that way in the past couple of months, and of course, surprise, surprise, the Ace of Diamonds was also out that way previously.
Oh. Okay. yeah.
Immediately before she was recalled to HQ. She finished a smuggling job.
Okay. Is that something I should particularly relay to the party? I'm like, I don't know if I should, if that's just like, that would be common knowledge, or I should be like, hey. I mean, we already know the Ace of Diamonds is dangerous, so. Yeah, okay. Okay. Was there anything else in those files? Or was that mostly it? Just like pen
That-
stuff?
Yeah, that was pretty much it in
Okay.
those files. Pretty much the subject died during extraction, and the remains were disposed of. And as for the entity, there is no record of the entity being in GenCorp's possession. So we can assume that it was possibly lost as well.
You steal that from Adam's thesis project, Gem Corpse?
I wonder what Facilius happened at. Asking for no reason in particular.
Yeah, there's
Go there.
actually there actually is a facility number, but I would have to actually dig through my notes for the other campaign in order to find it.
For the other campaign, wait a minute.
Yeah, Regenesis. They're the ones that actually managed to find all the facility numbers.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd have to dig through it, but there is a facility number associated with it.
Yes, no reason in particular.
I mean, if you really, really want me to find it, I can find it.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to right now. But if we're all done with this, then the only thing we can do now is wait for
Yeah,
the guy to show up. For the
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so you'd like to wait for Mr. Ace of Spades to show up?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I guess we can... Alright, I guess we can end the day here, and then move over to the next day. So...
Woo, sleeping in the van.
Sleeping in the van. That's gonna be very uncomfortable, especially with
Yeah, I
Brave
think
occupying like half of
I
it.
think
Okay.
think we might be able to get away with one more night at HQ.
Yeah, yeah.
No, here's the plan. We lay Grave like on the floor of the van, and we all sleep on top of him.
Be awful. Oh my
That sounds
god.
uncomfortable. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like
You
a bad
could
idea.
not like. Yeah, no, you need like several blankets to make it even kind of comfortable.
Yeah, I'm literally glass. Like,
Yeah.
Great. Grave, can you generate warmth, or is it just cooling? Because your vending machine.
Warm drinks, ew.
Okay, so we will move on to the next day. One moment. So you guys actually do spend the night at HQ, correct?
Yes, HQ, not in the van.
All right. So, okay, you may go ahead and click rest for the night on your sheets to restore any lost spells or whatever, get daily stuff back. And I think I will also give you guys a hero point since it's been a bit. So give yourselves hero point. Yay. Yes, yes.
Happy.
Happy. Yeah. So, it is the morning of the next day, the 19th. And after everything that happened the day before, it's been a pretty rough night. Because, hey, you fought cultists, had to deal with a police station siege, then found out a lot of really awful stuff about what happened with Pent. So, a lot of stuff that was physically demanding, a lot of emotionally demanding stuff. Not a good combination.
Nope.
Anyway, it is the morning of the next day, and at some point during your morning routines, you get a message from Artoria saying that your new friend has arrived.
New
Okay.
friend.
Well,
We need to get on our way.
Start of the van.
Start with the van.
Yeah.
Warm it up for us.
Honestly, as much as I'd love to go to Regenesis, part of me is like, damn, leaving by the high stakes group would kind of fucking suck.
Aw.
Like, they'd probably be fine without me if they would go on for a season 2, but man, the group dynamic is so perfect.
So where would be a good place to meet the guy? It's kind of early in the morning.
Oh my god, we can finally get brunch. Actually, no, we have to wait for Ryan.
We need to wait for the
The
guy
one
to be here.
the one time that you could actually get brunch.
Yeah, brunch, right? Yeah.
The
Alright.
guy's not fucking here, dude.
Yeah, where is a
Okay.
good place to meet up?
I think I got a good place.
In Regenesis, we did the most unusual meeting spots. We once met out content in a library, a public one.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's pretty fun. I don't think any of my, well, no, sorry. I'm getting mixed up because I was like, none of my players listen. I was like, wait, no, I'm not running this campaign yet. What am I talking about? But in the next campaign, I want to have an informant that's also a librarian because I'm like, that makes sense to me.
Oh geez.
That would be
yeah.
fun.
Fo does that too, but the
the
librarian is a
knowledge-
little special.
She's a succubus. The knowledge
Yeah.
succubus librarian. That's a knowledge or information broker. One moment, let me get this map set up.
A little special.
I mean, you've already been here before, but I need to put your new tokens on the map.
Before I forget, let me change this.
Where's this perfect meeting space?
There we go.
I am curious.
Wait, where did I put him? Oh yeah, he's here. Okay. Oh shit.
Alright, now I have a meme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm posting it in
Oh no, he found a good
Works
meme.
office.
Oh no.
Chainmail tucked in the trousers could be the move. me pranking my doctor before he puts me in the MRI machine.
Don't put chainmail on in the MRI. Don't
Dude, don't put chainmail on in the MRI machine.
I have to wonder what would happen if you did put on chainmail in an MRI machine. I think you just get flung around somewhere.
No,
Yeah,
no,
because
You
it
would
literally
get shredded.
can move shit.
Oh, you can get
Yeah.
shredded. Oh.
You would get shredded.
It would make it would make Viscera cleanup detail look
Oh,
tame like a
no.
person.
Yeah, Fo, this could happen in your setting, right?
Yeah.
And by Rudy's laugh, it makes me feel like he's played Viscera. He has seen or played Viscera
I
cleanup.
I have played Fistera cleanup detail.
Yeah, so do not wear chainmail to an MRI machine for the love of God Almighty.
Dude, we're trying to do an MRI. Put away your chainmail.
I shouldn't be laughing at that. Fuck.
I don't know why the doctor talks like that. Bro, stop.
God, okay,
Harper doctor.
if I ever run into a doctor that talks like a frat bro, I would not trust that doctor. I
No,
don't
no,
know
no,
what it
that's
is.
the-
I would not trust it.
You say, yeah,
Bro, don't
you
worry, I got
say-
the perfect prescription for you.
Yeah. All you need to do is take these painkillers and then
And then voila.
have a cold
Mhm.
one. Yeah.
Just take these painkillers and have a good one, Shaka, bro.
No, my husband was saying
Just
that-
lock in.
You can't just lock in.
You guys mentioned that, but my husband was saying Yeah, he said to me before too that he was talking to his surgeon if they'd ever used pot. And yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there isn't somebody in this country that hasn't, because it's legal now. But
I haven't. I
Yeah.
certainly don't intend to.
Me neither.
okay, so
I went a whole day with that bloopy on my face. Yay!
you went a whole day without your water wisp trying to drown you. Woohoo.
Time
So-
to change that.
So,
Just kidding.
once you get the message from Artora, she actually gives you a location of where to meet this new friend that you're supposed to be meeting. And surprisingly, or perhaps not so surprisingly, the location is somewhere you've been before. The Sea Shanty, the Errant's Bar out near the lighthouse in the Errant's district. You
Okay,
are
good.
to meet. Yeah, you are to meet Ichiro on the dock.
Ah, yes. I can already see it.
Okay.
So who wants to approach someone so menacing first?
I'll approach. I'll just scout it out. Is he just standing there? Just menacingly?
So wait. Are you just observing from?
I'm
boardwalk?
currently observing. Yeah.
Hang on. Do you have line of sight of him from there? Because again, you're small.
Yeah.
Hang
Small.
on. Hang on. Let me measure this. Let me measure
Grave,
this.
Grave, put me on top of your head.
Put Greg on top of me.
Yeah,
Grave, give me
no,
uppies.
you can't see him from where you are because you're blocked by the profile of two very large boats.
Damn. Not even if I'm on top of Grave's head.
I mean, if Grave is boosting you, maybe. Actually, you know what? I'll just
Oh,
say
roll a
yes. Like,
perception.
I mean, if you move a little bit further this way, you might be able to see him.
Okay.
So, Ocho, you observe from the boardwalk a rather imposing looking individual standing at the end of the dock, staring out across the ocean and smoking what looks like a cigarette.
He looks like a weeb.
Oh, we.
There's an Oto.
It looks like a guy. He's got swords, and he's smoking.
Wow, he must be really cool.
True. Reject cringe culture. Embrace. Holy shit, that guy is so fucking cool.
So yeah, I'll get
Embrace.
down.
Embraced the Virgil combo.
Yeah.
We're all gonna walk up.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you guys get closer, you get a better look at this individual. He's rather tall and somewhat skinny, with a mop of very, very messy black hair tied back into a ponytail. but and a bit of scruff on his face. But as scruffy as he looks, he's actually very, very impeccably well dressed. Very snappy black suit, but he wears the suit jacket kind of like a cape. And from what you can see of it, the lining is a very, very, very fancy and kind of expensive looking Eastern silk, like Ryushiman patterns. And he carries a sword at his waist and looks very, very ornate. It is a katana blade. And even as you guys approach, he seems to be more preoccupied with smoking, but he doesn't turn around when he addresses you. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, trying not to die. I don't have any water. I drank it all. Anyway, yeah, he doesn't turn around when he addresses you, but he plucks the cigarette from his mouth. I suppose you're my contacts that I'm supposed to be meeting here.
That would be correct.
If you're Mr. Muramasa, then yes.
He doesn't speak for a couple of seconds, just finishes off the last of his cigarette and then drops it to the floor and grinds it beneath the toe of his boot. Yes, that would be me. And he stares at you all, gives you the once over. Huh, I see. Miss Holmes did inform me of your identities. I can't say I expected you to be seeing a few of you again. Looks at Finny in particular. And Hexa, I guess. Hexa would be back here with you guys.
Right.
Just stares over. Motherfuckerly, like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
The fuck? At both Hexa and Finny. It's like, huh?
Nods at Finny in acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long time, hasn't it?
It has.
Have you two worked together before?
No. More just. I've been in office a lot.
Ichiro shrugs. I wouldn't say work together, but we're active around the same time before I left.
I wasn't on field work. But now they're trying to change that back at HQ. And I'm really growing tired of all of it.
Also, Vengeance and Kobu are dead? Question mark?
Yeah, they have to go.
Oh. I see in chat.
Yeah, it's just
It
to
is
bring
3
it in soon
o'clock.
anyways.
Ah, okay.
Or 4.
Yeah, it is 4.
Session.
We could. We could probably
normally-
reasonably.
Normally we end right around here anyway.
Yeah, a little shorter than usual, 'cause we started late,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
You want to end it
hopefully
here for
we'll
now, or?
have. Yeah, because we're down
Yeah.
half the party.
I mean, we could restart this conversation when everyone's here.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
start this conversation with this guy when everyone's here, because like you just met. But yeah, thank you guys for playing our first session back, and hopefully,
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna be continuing on towards our conclusion. Interested to
Hopefully,
see where that
Yeah.
goes. So,
I-
yeah.
I love that on stream the stones are still just floating around.
Yeah, they're
It's
still,
still
just there.
floating.
I have to
They're
figure
so
out how to
ready.
fix that for next time
Yeah.
because as cool as they are, if there's any combat that starts, that'll end up being kind of a problem. So
It'll
I'll-
lag out
I'll-
everything.
I will figure out how to fix that next time when we continue high stakes.